Y'all got the
Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at IamFote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Hello, I'm Amani, and you are watching Media Room 360, and I'm here today with the famous NLE Chopper. I'm very excited to be able to speak with him. You got into the industry at 16, and you've basically been majority of your teenage years in this music industry. Do you feel like that's really what pushed you? Because, you know, rap music has a certain stereotype. Do you feel like maybe that negative energy pushed you?
If we're too much of this way or if we're too much of that way, it's bad. This your first interview, you said?
Yes. Are we done?
Good. Yo, what's up? It's NLE Chopper. You should subscribe to Media Room 360 TV on YouTube. They will have the first updates on me. Let's do it.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and this is our Business of the Week. Check out the testimony from Roundhouse Paper.
I decided to try Roundhouse Paper because I was tired of giving the same old gifts to my nieces. I wanted to give them something they haven't gotten before, and I knew that they would enjoy. So I decided to try it out on my daughter, and it was a hit. She loved it. Roundhouse Paper makes the cutest stickers, stationery, and stories for the culture. Full House Bundle is the gift to go. You can find Roundhouse Paper on Instagram.
Do you have a little reader in your life? When it comes to kids and reading, it's best to do it early and often. Roundhouse Paper creates stickers, stationery, and stories to make reading representative, relatable, and fun. Items start at only $5 with free shipping on orders $15 and up. Please visit roundhousepaper.com.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. We done made it to another Monday. Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend is over. The week begins. I'll say it. I don't know who created this 5-day work week and 2 days off. I don't know. Life would be so much simpler if it was the opposite way around. If we worked Saturday and Sunday, and we got Monday through Friday off. Good morning, Afro Queen. So let's get to it. We ain't seen Sexy Mo in a minute. Her square is lit up and she's smiling. So we got all 4 squares today. So I'm gonna take advantage of having all 4 squares in here at one time. Sexy Mo, how was your night?
I didn't get no sleep.
Oh, no.
Crazy.
Oh, no.
So
how was it?
Operating off of no sleep, Mike. I
how was your
last night.
I know you had serious stuff that you had to take care of last week, but other than, you know, and and our prayers go out to you and go out to the officer and his family, which was a tragic story.
Yes. But this last night, I thought I was going to go to bed early at a decent time, like normal people do.
Famous last words. I'm going to bed early.
Normal people do. There's nothing normal about my sleep pattern. I think I'm going to go see somebody about it.
You think?
You should go to that.
I think now's the time because
I had to take Monty to one of them sleep there. We had to go to the doctor, the hospital, and sleep, and they put all types of stuff on it.
Yeah,
and
I think I need a sleep study.
Yeah, a sleep study. And unfortunately, we didn't find anything out.
Ellen didn't just sleep.
I slept great. She slept in the bed, and I slept on a little pull-out couch, and the next morning it was great sleep. But
this is not working for me. It's not working for me. And plus, not sleeping ages you. And I don't want to be an old lady like by the face.
That's what they say.
So I know I need to figure out a way to get some rest, like to get some solid sleep.
All right. I got some questions for you that we answered when you weren't here, but so get ready. Jay Blizzy, we'll go with the ladies first. Shawnee, how was your night?
My night or my weekend?
Your weekend. Give me the whole weekend, girl. Act like
I was sick all weekend.
What up, Queen?
Can you tell? Hold up. Can I say something real quick about Shawnee's weekend? Shawnee went to a school event for her daughter, right? And she was like, I'm gonna pop in and then I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go do all this other stuff, right? So I gave her a call. When I'm in the call, I gotta give her credit. She's selling the show, the TV show. She went to what the vendors you had to see for the girls. You had to stop at every vendor table or whatever.
Yeah, they had some fan jam, so they could get 100 points. Each girl would get 100 points for some pizza party they trying to have. So I had to go to all the vendors, get all these stickers.
Working
all these vendors, get
so,
all these.
So she go to one vendor real quick, and I hear her, and she's one of them. She answers the phone, but don't say nothing because I can hear her talking. It's just so. Now, mind you, they're supposed to be doing their pitch to her. They're supposed to be like giving she said, "So are you the marketing director?" And she was like, "No." She's like, "Well, which is and then she's like, would you?" I forget how she worded it, but basically, like, "Well, bitch, run the marketing director's number to me right now.
I need that contact. I need that
contact right now, ho." And she got it. I was like, "Oh," I sat back and said, "You know what? Let me call her back and go back to packing these boxes at the UPS mail spot." But go ahead. What else happened?
Meet with the marketing director tomorrow. Sit down tomorrow. I go
tomorrow.
Yeah, but other than that, I was sick all weekend.
Yeah. So what are we?
Oh, you forgot?
No, I didn't forget that you were sick all weekend. I didn't know. Like, I don't know how to expand. Like, are you okay? Are you feeling better? Because you did have major surgery not too long ago.
I'm doing all right.
But you're not. But I know why you don't sit your ass down. But the reason why it's going down is because you don't sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Slow down on working so much.
I did participate in Mo's breast cancer awareness event yesterday.
Yes. And she was amazing. Amazing.
And it was good to hear other stories, and it was the refreshing to hear that other people were upset like I was to go through it, because most people I meet, they're like, oh,
upset over what?
When people that, and I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody, but people that have experienced breast cancer, like I'm not one that walks around and say I'm a breast cancer survivor. I can't even tell you what my diagnosis was because I wouldn't learn about it. I just refuse to. And most people, that I meet, they look at me like I'm crazy when that's my attitude. They're like, oh no, they into the pink and I do this and I do that. And I'm like, okay, you own that. I'm not owning that. Mm-hmm. But on Mo's forum, there were other people there that they owned it, but at the same time, we were on the same page with being upset about having it. Okay, I want to get this out of my life so I can get back to what I was doing. And they're not, I'm trying to see, how should I say this? Like, I don't participate in the breast cancer walk. So
they're not throwing pity parties for themselves, that's for sure. None of the people on the panel were throwing pity parties for themselves.
Well, I guess, listen, I don't know. I thank God. Well, you were the first person that I'm close to, Shawnee, that had to go through that. I guess everybody just handles it differently, and whatever works for you works for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I mean, I'm the minority usually, and they looking at me like, well, why you acting like that?
No, Shawnee, you are not odd. My mother's the same way. She often says she forgot. She's like, I forgot that I, even ever had it before. It's one of those things where she doesn't participate in the walks. She doesn't go around wearing pink, which again is a choice, but she is much like you, where she's like, okay, that happened. It's over. We dealt with it and moving on.
And the amazing part, I guess the word amazing is because when you did tell me the lengthy story and details about everything that you went through and all types of amazing stories that you told me. And I was like, and I'm not suggesting nothing. I was like, if anybody should have a drinking problem on the show,
It should be SHANI.
it should be Shawn.
At one point I did.
Yeah, you did tell me the story.
That's another story for another day.
You had the magic cup that you used to take to the radio station.
Yeah, that Lil Wayne.
She had the little magic cup that she would take to the studio. I was like, that's gangster. You could tell she had more power at her station than I did at my station because she could literally walk in with the cup. You know how much better radio would have been if I could have walked in with the. All right, never mind. No. Jay Black, how was your weekend, Jay Black?
Weekend was good. You know, I got caught up on some work. Got caught up on all my TV shows. I watched the NAACP awards. Love After Lockup.
You are an award show watcher now.
ACP, you know they're getting on to us about.
I saw that it says AA. I noticed they were saying NAACP.
What does that mean?
They don't want you to say AA no more. I don't know why.
Well, in the beginning, it was always the NAACP. It was never the NAACP. But you know, Black folks in true fashion, we always put a spin on it.
But the NAA. That just flows. It kind of flows. Well, it does sound like it's part of a bar.
Going to the NAA event tonight. They don't even say the NAACP. No, like you going to the NAA tonight?
The NAA. They don't say the NAACP.
I guess they got tired of being shorted and they took it back to the basics. And they're like,
NAACP.
But you see how stiff it sounds now? It's like NAACP Awards. Sounds all stuffy and everybody gonna be all tight and everything. NAA. What we doing? We going to the NAACP, son.
But yeah, got caught up on all my shows. I went to YouTube, the Media Room 360, and I watched the Michael Shawn Show, episode 1, Charleston White. Yeah, I got caught up on all the shows. That was a dope little interview. I was nice and waiting for part 2.
And I love Monty's debut.
I watched Miley's. Yes, I watched Miley. What is it? What's the idea? What's the quote? What's the title of the show?
Here's what it is.
Who?
Here's what it is. You know what? Let me help you out.
Here's what it is.
Yeah, we just gonna help you out. So
I know it was a very interesting title. I like it. Like what's on your mind?
I thought it was Here's the Thing.
Here we go.
Hello, I'm Amani, and you are watching Media Room 360, and I'm here today with the famous NLE Chopper. I'm very excited to be able to speak with him. You got into the industry at 16, and you've basically been majority of your teenage years in this music industry. Do you feel like that's really what pushed you? Because, you know, rap music has a certain stereotype. Do you feel like maybe that negative energy pushed you?
If we're too much of this way or if we're too much of that way, it's bad. It's your first interview, you said?
Yes. Are we done?
Good. Yo, what's up? It's NLE Chopper. You should subscribe to Media Room 360 TV on YouTube. They will have the first updates on me. Let's do it.
Yay!
Get to that ending part.
Here's the thing. Is this over?
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Not is it just me. Her version of is it just me is here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I like that. I like that.
Yep.
So you caught up on all your shows.
Got caught up.
That trifling ass love
After Lockup. Actually, the new season started. It was a new season. Now it's Life After Lockup. So now it's
Life After Lockup.
See it.
The destruction of the
Morning, Stacey Mitchell, Tashawn B. Leslie, Rob Bass,
Rob
Kathy Day One, Ashley Newman,
Rob Bass and I came to get down.
Queen Born, Afro Queen, Ashley, Diane. What up?
Internationally known.
Oh, okay. So here's how my weekend. Wait.
He said he watched the Charleston White. So if y'all missed Charleston White, this is a little bit of what you missed.
Saying there's nothing wrong with the justice system right now?
No, ain't nothing wrong with the justice system. There's something wrong with black people.
There's something wrong with black. Let me tell you something. You talked to Charleston White, and everything that you thought everybody agreed on. You thought everybody was on one accord. No, we not. Well, he not. No, he not. George Floyd, just watch it. Please go to YouTube and just watch it, just so you can hear his opinion on George Floyd. That's all I'm gonna say. That I'm just gonna tell you, just go. All right, so let's get my weekend quickly. My weekend. This weekend, it was a cool weekend. I worked all weekend. No shows this weekend, but I took the twins, Autumn and Akela, to go see Ant-Man.
Okay.
And I had some tickets. Cause I was like, come on, girls, I'm taking to see Ant-Man. It was like, cool, Dad. Come pick us up, Dad. We're going. So we're supposed to go Saturday, but I worked and they had me work overtime. I didn't work overtime. I stayed because they needed my help.
That's overtime.
That's overtime. Time and a half, a little extra money.
Let me give y'all the key on how to be valuable at a job that you're really not that good at. Shout out to Red Boy. What's going on? What you have to do when you're not that good at it, at the job, because I'm not that good at this job.
Okay.
What you have to do is go above and beyond in certain moments. So when they need something, like if they ask you to do something, you got to say yes. Why? Because I'm not really that good at this job. So I need to create my
compensate in other areas. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Somebody needs something from the storage, you volunteer. Even though you know it's cold over there next door, it's freezing, you got to put gloves on. When you see one of the women grabbing a heavy package, you go up there and you grab it for them. Even though in 2023, everybody's supposed to be so damn equal, but you still go. Everybody's supposed to be equal. We don't need no man for nothing. We don't need a man for nothing. Yeah, you need me now, right? When the UPS driver comes and he's got a whole bunch of packages, you volunteer. You got to volunteer for this stuff. You just got to do it. So Saturday, I was supposed to pick the girls up and take them to the movies, but because I stayed like almost an hour later than what I was supposed to, we had to move it to Sunday. All right, there's a point to this story. Number one, I go there because I'm thinking I'm saving money because I got 2 free tickets. Boom. I go there, I show the 2 free tickets, and I see the big thing go expired. I said, well, damn. So the twins look at me because they grown now. So they understand, you know, how much this goes down. Mike is volunteering to do X to the world. Yes, Billy J. Yes, that's what you got to do to keep a job. So when I see it's expired, you know, I gotta be Dad. I ain't canceling. Shoot. I was like, we good. They were like, oh, we good. I said, yeah, we good. You with Dad. Like, and now I'm trying to push all my chips in. I'm like, we good. Y'all want something to eat?
Ooh, snacks at the movie theater.
So now the tickets already 3 people's already over $50. So I'm like, all right, y'all want something to eat? And they're like, nah. I was like, oh, I think they trying to be nice. I said, well, I don't know about you, but I'm getting something to eat, right? So I walk them. All right, so we watched the movie. Ant-Man was cool. If you into the whole Marvel thing, I'm into Marvel. It's cool, but Ant-Man and these Marvel stories have gotten so complicated that if you're not super up on everything, like you miss why the movie was dope. Like you miss it. It's like Star Wars now. You got to know all the stuff and everything like that. But it was good. It was good. I like Ant-Man. I think he's the funniest Marvel guy. So we get done. And I don't know. And Shawnee and Mo tell me if I felt some type of way. We were in the car and I didn't feel bad when this happened. I'm not saying I feel bad. But we were in the car and I'm driving them back to their mom. And Autumn goes, hey, Mom just texts us. And I said, all right, read the text. She was like, tell your dad he should get you something to eat before he drops you off, right? which was cool. I was like, I said cool. But it was the first time. It was the first time since I've had kids. Then that's been 19 years. It's the first time I actually felt like a baby daddy. Right? It was the first time. The first time ever. I was like, yo.
Well,
and
so
it was your weekend. It was your weekend, baby daddy. It was your weekend.
Okay.
You take pictures, you post them.
Offer snacks at the movie theater.
Yo, and it started before that. Actually, I should have said it started before that. This is when I felt like a baby dad. This when I pulled up to pick him up, and I text him, "Come on out." Like I was like, "What?" I know these people in the house.
Come outside.
I know all these people.
Your father's outside waiting for you.
Your father's outside.
Hey,
I was like. So when I dropped them off, now I'm in an awkward state. Do I just when I get there, we go to Pancheros and they get their Pancheros. They laughing and giggling. Everything's going good. And I'm in my mind, I'm thanking God that my relationship is getting better and all that other stuff. So, so when I get to the house to drop them off, now I'm like, do I just let them walk to the house or do I walk? Like, I don't know. Number one, I've known these people for over 30 years. Like, this is crazy,
and
right?
you always live together, so this is a different experience for you.
Whole different.
Okay.
So the girls go, so they crack the door open. They're like, Dad, are you walking us to the door? And I was like, walking out to the, like, I said, girls, I don't know. You know what? Let's walk.
Well, at least they understood the chivalry part, like that they're supposed to walk you to the door, not just drop you off.
So we knocked because it was nighttime, so I'm not gonna just leave them in front of the door. So I walked them, hugged them, door open. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. McGann? How you doing? But I didn't. Then I just got in the car and I drove off. And when I'm driving off, I'm like, wow, I'm really feeling like a baby dad right now. I said, this is different. But it was fine. Like, everything worked out. I mean, and they even gave me, Dad, we really appreciate you taking us. I was like, these little girls, as long as we live together, y'all ain't never say we were well, okay. I said, all right. I said, well, I said, I can't take y'all to see Cocaine Bear, but we can see we can go see
Ant-Man. See Ant-Man or something else. Billy J said that the bring them back with food text definitely defines the baby dad person. Like, that was you all day, Mike. You wear that BD. Bring them back with some food. Wow.
It's official. It's official. Man. That text made it official.
No. That was different. That was different. So I want to know, should I ask Mo these questions? Because Mo, when I asked Jay Black and Shawnee these questions, they had a very difficult time answering them.
Okay.
Because in order to answer these questions, you have to admit that you're wrong at something or not good at you have to improve at something. So I want to see if you're going to be able to
be honest, Mo.
And you got to be honest.
Shut up, Jay Black.
Okay, here's a simple one. An opinion you once had that you feel was wrong now. An opinion about anything. It could be an artist. It could be a job, an opinion. It could be a fashion thing that you might have thought that just an opinion on something that you don't think is right anymore.
You're asking a Virgo that question?
I'm asking, listen to this. We're not going to get an answer.
Black tendencies,
Oh, my God.
I struggle, man. That's why I like wrong.
Okay, all right.
That's why I was like, moving on. Like, next.
All right.
Next.
How about this? Something you thought was just hot back in the day that is not hot anymore, that you feel ain't hot no more.
Dating drug dealers.
What? There we go. I knew I could count on.
That's a good one, Mo.
Dating drug dealers. I'm over JPay and putting money on books and reading letters with red ink pen for those who know.
Dating drug dealers is the answer of the week so far. That is enough. So how many drug dealers did you take? That many. Oh, wow. Did you cook the coke? No.
Did you cut it?
Did you cut it? Did you transport the weight? Was you taking trips down to VA? Is that why you was in VA all the time?
All them DC trips.
Trips to VA, but my dumb ass probably took some trips to New York.
Oh my God. Is that why you do all the words of the 10 crack commandments? Oh no.
That's how that but yeah, so that'd be one.
All right. So that in itself satisfies me. How about this? Things you have done or things you have done wrong in a relationship or need improving, or you're currently things that you have to improve on. It might not be just wrong, but something in a relationship you're trying to improve on. Jay Black did come clean and said trying to listen to Lady Q and not rush her through the story.
Get to the end.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah, what's the outcome?
I think that one of my biggest things that I need to work on in a relationship is not trying to stop train wrecks. Like when you see something happening, I think that sometimes you have to let your mate go through the train wreck
Huh?
Yeah, because if not, then you're gonna always come off as like a know-it-all. It's like, people don't always
If you
want to
can save them,
hear.
save them. Why would you?
That's
I
what I
agree
was
with you,
thinking,
Mo.
but
I agree with you,
I'm
Mo.
telling you, it backfires. It backfires. You come off as a know-it-all, and sometimes you gotta step back. And when somebody be like, "I got it. I know what I'm doing," you gotta be like, "Yup." And just kind
Yo,
of like
that
step back.
don't you almost have to pick and choose when you want to save the person from drowning in the, because you're right.
Like, you can give a subtle tap, but if they're adamant about they know what they're doing or they see it, you have to kind of step back and not, you have to fight the urge to say, hey, but but remember when I was telling you, like, you can't do that because this is going to happen. Sometimes you got to fight the urge.
So wow, that was good. You killed this game.
So I'm
girl.
getting better.
Now the game that we're playing is called My Bad. So
My bad.
yeah, you got to say my bad.
My
There
bad.
you go. Every Friday we're gonna be playing My Bad.
Oh,
we're gonna.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, my bad. Exactly. We got music. I don't know where the music's at. We got some music, but we ain't got to play all the music. But I don't know what the music is.
On Fridays.
Music is right here. It's right. Let's see, which one is it? I think it's.
I know. Oh, there it is. My bad, girl.
So we teasing Friday. Okay.
We're teasing Friday. Look, I just want to tell you. I didn't know that wearing one hoop earring was whack back in the day.
Not the hoop earring.
That Michael Jordan shit was whack. My bad. But I didn't live it that long. I did get the second earring. I realized it. So anyway, that's it. That's what we got. You good, Jay? Got a little choked up.
He be trying to throw shots. I don't even get it.
Choked up about what?
No, I had a little cough. I don't know. It had nothing to do with Mo. But go ahead.
All right, so let's continue on. I'm trying to think because I have these stories.
Okay.
What do we have before I get into it? Before we jump into allegedly? Because we got Mo. Before we jump, do we have a story that we?
We have the Krishan Rock at the fashion show and Stephanie Mills on Oprah and Gail about Michael Jackson and R. Kelly.
Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. I didn't even watch that video. Which
You want to do that one first?
Yeah, do that one first. This one catch me by surprise. I don't know. I don't even know what this is about. I don't know what she beefing about. Stephanie, what you beefing about? What you got problems with?
Stephanie Mills.
Stephanie Mills.
Ain't she like 80?
Stephanie's like 70.
How is it so important for you to take a stand and make your voice heard that you did not agree with the fact that Oprah would give those guys a platform?
Well, how dare she? She had interviewed Michael at his home. And when people interview, it's just like with Gayle King interviewing R. Kelly, at a time when they're vulnerable. And they trust Oprah because she was a Black woman coming to interview them. And at that point, people trusted her. But how dare you bring two guys that was in his court to both times and then give them a platform to say the same nonsense that they said in the court twice? How could you do that? That doesn't even make sense to me. And he's not here to defend himself. And I get so tired of us as artists trusting these Black journalists to take care of us, but they don't. They exploit us. And I don't like it. I felt like R. Kelly was exploited. Whatever he did, I don't know anything about. I wasn't there. I don't know. But I didn't like the interview with Gayle King either. And they came after her too, because you're not going to just sit up here and exploit our Black men. They didn't talk about Harvey Weinstein. They didn't talk about Matt Lauer.
Hey, let's go! Let's go, Stephanie! Let's go!
He was dropping bombs.
You forgot all about Matt Lauer. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Some stories just go away.
Talk about it.
Let's jump on Big O. Let's get on Big O first. Let's start with Oprah. Oh, I've always said this.
Okay.
You are such a hypocrite. I remember when Oprah would not have rappers on her show, but she was okay with having Tom Cruise jump up and down on her damn couch. She was cool with that. Now that sidebar, we're gonna put that over there.
You can't go at Oprah though. I don't think you.
No, we can go at Big O because Big O, she got some fraudulent tendencies. Super successful, amazing businesswoman, amazingly talented. Can't take nothing away from Oprah. But you sat there And you did and took part in that documentary about Michael Jackson on HBO, which had to be taken off because it was proven that the people on there were telling lies. Yes. And you co-signed it, and the first thing you did, you took your part off the documentary. Allegedly. You took your part off. Then the whole documentary had to go down. Now, mind you, you did this knowing what Harvey Weinstein had done. You knew exactly details that we didn't know, that we didn't have any access to. And you sat there holier than thou and was taking pictures with Harvey Weinstein and shouting him out and going to the Oscars. And you had the nerve to go at Michael Jackson, who to this day has beat that case twice in court. And you telling me that you're still going to ride high and mighty, but then shit on Michael Jackson? Thank God, Stephanie. Shout out to old school chicks who don't give a damn.
But ain't that part of the problem too, though? Even now, we still coming at black people instead of showing each other love and fixing the problem. We want to out everything.
What OJ say? I ain't black. I'm Oprah.
Hey.
What OJ say? Okay. I ain't black. I'm Oprah. Okay. Now the Gayle situation, I think is kind of weird because I think R. Kelly wanted the interview, but I don't know that for sure. I don't know if his lawyer wanted. I don't know if he wanted the interview, so I'm not sure about the Gayle situation. I'm not sure. But another thing with Oprah, you went all hard pause with Michael Jackson. But remember the interview when you were at his house and you were loving the dude, and he was dancing for you, and you made him moonwalk and do all types of stuff.
Right.
All types of stuff he had to do. Big O. That was good. I'm glad we start. I love when people get to a certain age where they got enough money and they know they ain't chasing the I want to be popping. I want the Grammys and all that. And they don't give that. Those are the most dangerous people, man. Yeah, don't let them slide that Epstein Island list by you. With a bunch of BS climate change and UFOs. Exactly. That list. Let me tell you, just think about this for a second, y'all. This whole thing we do in the media is to get ratings, is to get views, is to get people to watch. You're going to tell me that these networks have not put that list out and it's there? And you're going to tell me nobody has publicly put that list out? You want to know why? Because everybody got somebody that was part of that goddamn list. It was somebody. So nobody wants to open Pandora's box because you might fall right in that joint. Can you believe a guy had a whole island to do this to children and nobody has literally dropped CNN, Fox, MSNBC, on the regular networks, local TV networks? You're going to tell me nobody has dropped this? When the Catholic Church did it, y'all exposed that. Y'all was having exposés on that. Y'all was doing total 4-part series on how the church is touching the kids. But your boys, your celebrities were flying, your politicians, your celebrities, your singers, your dancers, your whole nine were flying all over there. Now, allegedly, I'm just going to tell you who I saw on the list. Ellen was on the list. Ain't see y'all. Ain't see you. Bring up that happy dancing ass. You know why I bring that up? We know the greatest of all time, top rapper of all time on the 50 greatest all-time rappers. Filmed a video over there, allegedly, with R. Kelly, ironically. That's all I'm saying. So we care about the kids, but y'all don't want to put the list out, do you? We care about the kids, but y'all don't want to. Kevin Spacey, the actor, said it. If you tell on me, when he was in Los Angeles, they wanted to prosecute. He said, I'm telling on everybody. And you know what they did? Nothing. And until he went to England and started running and started doing the same thing he was doing, that's when he got busted. And now that's where he's got a whole court thing going on. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites. Y'all don't give a fuck about the kids. Balenciaga, y'all still ain't said nothing. Y'all celebrities, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all so disgusting. Y'all still ain't said nothing. Nobody said hashtag anything for the kids.
So, Mike,
Go ahead, Mo.
On that whole thing. No. On that whole thing. I went to the Sex Museum in New York. Right?
There's a
They
sex
had
museum?
A sex museum? Okay.
Yeah, where have y'all been?
You sure you didn't go to Sue's Rendezvous? You sure that was a sex museum?
It was not Sue's Rendezvous. Okay. No
Oh, go ahead.
asses
Sex
jiggling.
museum what? Go ahead, tell me.
Yes, so it was a sex museum. Of course, they have all of these art exhibits. Everything in there from the moment you walk in is based around like the history of sex or sexual exploitation, the way we view sex in the media and marketing, from commercials back in the 60s, 70s, all the way back to the 1800s. They had just different devices and things there. So it was just really historical, right? So we go to the top floor and we get to this pink room, like this pink exhibit. So of course I'm like, okay, I want to take pictures because it was really illuminated. But when we get up to the room, there were all of these baby clothes and
what?
True story. Baby clothes on the ceiling. All of these things that were childlike, ballerina, princess, things that you would find in a little girl's room. And it was just like a collage of just like pink, childlike things put together. So I turned back around immediately and left. I felt uncomfortable. It made me feel like, why would they have this exhibit there especially at all times where we're talking about child pornography and things of that deviant? Why of all times would they choose to have something that would even evoke that thought process to people who are coming to see it?
It's a whole I always called it the subculture of America that nobody wants to talk about because it's so big, it's so huge in this country. You gonna tell me that they still got the sites that are still up right now? Yes, I agree with you, Sheree. That last comment, I totally agree. Yeah, so shout out to Stephanie Mills.
And shout out to Sexy Mo.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Harvey Weinstein and Weinstein and R. Kelly, they both are actually in the news right now because they both they got extra added numbers to their sentence. Harvey got some more numbers tackled onto his 16-year sentence. I believe he got 23 more years, and R. Kelly, of course, has 20. And so this is, they're setting an example. They're setting the bar high. And this is on top of the charges that they've already amassed. So it's safe to say that I don't think that either one will get out in their lifetime. I think that they are just trying to make sure that it's ironclad, that neither one will, get into some type of loophole to where they're able to, suspend their sentence or, have time served in any type of way.
It's just amazing to me that Harvey Weinstein we can run down his list of victims and we can put the names and all that stuff, but we can't get the names of the people who went to the Epstein Island. I'm just going to keep saying, why can't anybody just, what is it?
Well, they won't.
Y'all wanted to be a VIP. Now y'all going to be VIP. Let me see the VIP list that got to go. Hello, Pamela. Hello. What else we got there, girl?
So, of course, if you... Jay Black is a big fan of the reality shows.
Oh yeah.
And so Tommy Lee and Natalie Nunn fought in a celebrity fighting match on Zeus Network.
I saw
that's the new Black network that's out now. And so they fought. And so everyone is saying that Tommy Lee looked like she was on some type of narcotic. She was running around the ring, jumping up and down. She would often turn her back to Natalie after taking a couple of hits to the face. Then, of course, ding, 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 the bell rings. She goes back to her corner. She's looking very odd, doing very bizarre things in her corner. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the bell rings again for them to get back at it, she falls like she's knocked out.
Yeah,
and no one hit her.
She was exhausted, but yeah, I saw that highlight. She just fell. She was like, "I'm done. I'm finished."
I ain't
And
fighting
so
no more.
if you've ever seen her in these little scuffles and tuffles on the show, you know, she's normally like not like that.
She
So
talk tough. They got that tough talk.
yeah,
I've had the pleasure of being in a boxing ring and actually boxing.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. I love boxing. I love it's my favorite sport. I don't want to partake in it.
Yeah.
That is the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my life. I didn't even get to the 3 minutes.
Shout out to the Fraser camp. I remember that.
Oh my God. No. But
Yes.
that is funny when it comes down to it, all that talking, then you get in the ring and then all right now.
Boxing is different than street fighting, obviously.
It is. And she came, instead of having traditional boxing wear, she came with a bra on.
And Natalie Nunn is way bigger than Tommy too. She got all that.
They weren't in
weight
the
on.
same weight class.
They weren't in the same weight class at all.
Nah.
No. I think in a street fight you get to, you know, do a lot more than the structure of boxing. And if she
just collapsed.
But they said she collapsed and no one hit her. Like she just
No, nobody did hit her. She was
She wasn't knocked
exhausted.
out. She just
So when you can't breathe and somebody is coming to hit you and you feel that burning your lungs, hell, a regular street fight.
Street fight get you tired after a couple minutes. You're like, oh man.
No, the legit thing is that the majority of people don't want the street fight.
Yeah.
All these reality show stars, though, they're only a handful that really go like you say, like, yo, they would fight for real. Yeah, they would fight for real. They want to throw glasses, drinks at people and get held back.
Well,
they fight. Their version is throwing a drink at somebody and then getting held back.
That's what happened to JoJo growing up hip hop. They threw a bucket of ice on him. What are we doing, dude?
So okay, full transparency. Let's go there because that was one of my stories. So you know, I haven't. Okay, yes, because I have not watched and you know I haven't watched this season. Of course, you know I'm skimming through, and all I see is Buck Wild, who I haven't seen in years. I'm like, you're still wild. That whole bucket of ice scene in JoJo's face.
Wait. Explain who threw what.
So I don't know if you remember Rivera's brother, Buck Wild.
Right.
Back in the day, he used to be a A&R. I know Jay Black knows him because Jay Black was a shiny suit man back in the day. And so
did she take a morning shot? Wait a second.
Right? And he used to get on to me like, yeah, you in that little baby Benz truck and the little TVs you got.
Okay.
Like he was a character. He's a comedian.
Yeah. So he for what reason get what is the beef with him and JoJo?
So of course JoJo, they were saying JoJo that he was trying to kick JoJo out the studio. Like they were going back and forth, and he was just like, you know what, I'm off this. Get out. Like get you in here on my studio time. Get out. So he was like, no, we about to do. But he's like, no, you're not. You on my studio time. Get out. So of course JoJo was not trying to get out, and they felt like that Buck flexed a little bit too hard on him by throwing a bucket of ice on him. And so everybody's in an uproar like that's Russell Simmons' son, and like he ain't nobody gonna say nothing to Buck. It's a show.
That's Reverend Run's son, right?
Yes. And so everybody was dragging, like, you know, you see how much bigger you are compared
and
to
guys
JoJo.
don't throw a bucket of ice on people. Like somebody's
But
parent.
what did JoJo do when he threw the
this is
bucket
the
of
issue.
ice?
This is the issue. JoJo is married to his daughter.
Yes.
Right? So his daughter's not rocking with him like that.
Yes.
So he's mad at JoJo saying, like, you supposed to force my daughter to be, you know, to make me walk her down the aisle because she didn't walk him down the aisle because she didn't want him to. And he like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between y'all. Yeah. So he's mad at JoJo saying, you're the man of the house. You're supposed to be able to regulate and make sure that I'm a part of her life and all that type stuff. So he on some, there you go. That's the vibe he on.
How you call me the man
of Reverend Runs? Like, he's like, JoJo, I paid y'all bills. Like, I took care of y'all. Like, how? So he was like, when did you ever take care of when did you ever pay our bills? When did you ever take care of us? So yeah.
How you gonna call me the man of the house and be like, I should run things and throw a bucket of ice on
ice? It was so girly. It was so chatty patty, so girly.
It was in the moment. It was.
So what did Joe do? What did JoJo do?
JoJo, he left. I mean, what else? What he gonna fight? You gonna fight your wife's dad?
Yes.
Father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your father-in-law.
When he stood up,
yes.
he got
might say yes.
Somebody. No, JoJo got behind somebody. He when
No,
they
it was the
stood
brother.
up,
Yeah, the
he
brother
got
stood in the
behind them.
middle to break it up, obviously. But
And it
JoJo wasn't
wasn't
trying
like
to
he was
fight.
trying to come behind him. JoJo wasn't trying to
JoJo's
fight.
like, what are we
Buck.
doing? We throwing ice? That's what
Right.
thugs do? Because you're supposed to be a thug, right? You're supposed to be this gangster.
Yeah.
You throwing ice
How did he,
cubes?
was it? Did he just throw ice in his hand? Or
No,
did
it
No,
was a
he
huge
picked up
bucket.
he picked up the bucket
and it just
and threw
what
it
that the
on.
champagne bottle was in
Yeah,
before?
correct,
yeah,
correct.
something like that.
Oh yeah, that's some.
And it was a nice shot. It was full. It looked like it was full.
Yeah,
But did he dump it over his head, or did he just throw it
No, he
towards
just
him?
flung it. He flung it towards him.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't have gotten into a confrontation. I'd have been like, "You're
Yeah,
bugging."
it was like cool down. Yeah, but
I would have said something like, you know what, I'm gonna send you some flowers so we can make up. I'm gonna send you some flowers because you my bitch right now.
But you ain't trying. It's still your father-in-law. It's still your
no. If a father-in-law would have
put.
if a father-in-law would have put their hands on me, then we fight.
That's easier said than done.
It's Buck though. Like he's
No. I mean,
he's
ice.
not
I'm
gonna
good.
tussle with Buck.
You can curse at me. You can say whatever, but the rules are the rules. Like you can't put somebody. I'm too little to let you put your hands on me.
Good point, Ashley. Yeah, the
his daughter wasn't
father-in-law
rocking with him because he denied her son as being his grandson. Okay, all right. Well, this is a messy show. You see why? See,
Growing up
hip
hip-hop.
hop. You know, it's growing up hip hop. It's
dumbifying America. It's called the new genre, dumbifying America. Men
all
throwing
the things
ice
that
at
go
other
on
men.
behind closed doors that are being, just being brought to light. And
that is an amazing. That is. Oh, but you said this is a no segue zone. Go ahead. Do you have another one? Or you good?
We're good.
You're good. Okay.
There's a lot going on. I had to pick and choose.
No, that was good. That was excellent. Give it up for Sexy Mode. Don't forget. None of this might be true. They might have been no ice. I didn't see the video. I don't know. But, she scrolls better than you scroll, and she gets these stories. So we don't know, just in case y'all come for it. All right.
I know Buck personally. That's why it was so funny to me.
That is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Oh, so I was talking, Jay Black. What was the other thing we had, Shawnee? What was the other? The Candace
Shawn Rock at the fashion show.
Can you play her? Because this girl is she's the destruction of America right here. This one right here. This girl.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah. She
destruction of America.
I can't take this. They shouldn't be on TV, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't take this.
Who is this? Who are we about to watch?
Blueface is
I didn't understand the video.
You didn't understand the video. Well, NLE Chopper, Humani, my daughter, interviewed and was on the show, and Carly's twins. I call them twins. Carly's daughters interviewed. That was NLE.
Shawnee's daughters.
Shawnee's daughters. Interviewed them. NLE Chopper was there ignoring her. God bless NLE Chopper just for ignoring her, not even looking over at this ratchet chick. These are the TV stars that we have. Those are the stars.
Well, if you ever, if you follow NLE, he's mature.
Yes.
For his age. I've always said that he's very, very mature for his age. So I'm pretty sure he ain't even trying to even indulge in anything that girl got going on.
No. So I can't. And her man is Blueface, right?
Yes.
Well, I can't believe
off again,
that is the first couple of TV right now for us. I cannot even believe. It's not Michelle and Obama. It's them two.
Well, Shawn, we live in a toxic, loving world. The more toxic it is, the more.
No, it depends on who the people are. Because other toxic people get canceled. You cannot hit your girlfriend, or your girlfriend hit you. We pick and choose who we want to be toxic.
We condemn Chris Brown for what
Still,
he did
2009.
so long ago, but we embrace this type of relationship so much that we've given it a show.
We've given it a show, and these are the relationships that every therapist will tell you cannot be involved in.
Yes.
And what do? We give them a show.
Somebody's gonna die. Somebody's gonna die.
I didn't even know New York had a sex museum.
Yeah, they got them.
I would have went to the sex museum. Oh, goodness gracious. I looking at the box because I'm like, okay, I got a chill organ.
Oh.
That he's used, obviously, because the box is open.
Pineapples.
So listen. So at that moment, I'm trying to be discreet for the man.
Wow.
I really don't want to touch the box. I'm trying to be discreet, and I'm trying to move him out. I'm trying to, because now when I realize that this box, he can't ship it in this. Now, mind you, the place is packed. He can't ship it in this box. I have to get another box, right?
So now he got to take the thing out?
No, we're not taking that out. No, we're not. No, we're not neither. Y'all will fire me today if I got to take the big thing out of this box. First of all, the box was like, it was a huge box, yo. And then when I saw it,
it was a dildo.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
It was a dildo, but it was like a robotic thing. It was like
robotic.
It was like
it got motion to it.
I had never seen nothing like this, right?
It moved.
Yeah, it was a whole. So I'm trying to be discreet, right? I'm trying to get this man a box and get him the hell out of my line. Like I don't need
a
this.
lot of money on that.
It looked super expensive. The box looks good. So I bring him the box, right? And I'm like, put it in this box. $375. Whoa.
Oh boy.
I see you have bags over there and bubble mailers.
Oh boy.
How much are those? I'm sure they'll be a lot cheaper. I said this motherfucker. So I gotta go from around the comfort of my register. Now I gotta go, right? And go over there. And I'm like, so I'm holding it up. I'm saying, he says he brings the damn thing to me. So he says, "We'll see if it fits."
No shame.
Wait, did you have to get the thing?
So he took it out of the box.
No, he took the whole box. So now everybody sees. Everybody
knows what it is.
Now my coworkers are looking, especially the gay one, Gavin. He is giggling like a little hyena.
Get some gloves, Mike.
That's what he said.
I've been telling Mike to get some gloves to work up there, but he won't.
You need some gloves for that. You need some gloves at your job now. That's a health hazard.
So this is the bag, right? And now I got a whole dildo in my hand.
Pause.
And I'm trying to put. Now I got to see if it fits.
Shawn said, "Did you get the weigh it and measure it?"
And there's nothing I could. So I was like, it don't. I had to tell him. I said, obviously, this is not going to fit in here, sir.
Wow, you told him it didn't fit.
Something that men say to women all the time.
I was so terrified. Like I could feel like beads of sweat. Like I was like, cause the guy was like so loud. He was like, "Well, are you sure? Is there another one we can try?"
You're describing a gay white man. That's what I'm.
But I don't think he was. I didn't think he was. Like I'm not trying. I'm just sounding the way he said. I don't know if he was gay or not. I don't.
With a dildo, Mike.
I don't know.
It could have been for his partner.
Who knows?
It could have been
all I know
non-male.
Is that it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. There's like 20 people around me, and I'm holding this thing, and I'm sitting there. Mike needs a hazmat suit. I could not believe the embarrassment that I had just standing there, and I had to do my job.
It's part of the job. You got to take that. Take that.
Pause.
It was the most embarrassing thing that I've ever experienced.
He had to be open, Mo. He had to be open to the job.
And every comment that Jay Black is making is the same comments my coworkers were making, that I had to actually pack this.
You got to pack it. If you work for UPS, you have to
take it with a smile.
You have to take it with a smile.
They're like, "You gonna bubble wrap that?" Oh, the jokes never stop. You gonna bubble wrap that?
Oh God.
And the only person, Miss Cheney, who works with me, was the only person who brought me the hand sanitizer. Like she brought me the hand sanitizer. She said, "Baby."
Shout out to Miss Cheney.
She goes, "Everybody, baby." She goes, "Baby, you're gonna have to clean those hands, because that is so inappropriate that man would do that and bring and I washed my hands." He's like, "You need to take a moment, and that thing that you inhale on, what's that thing called that you inhale on?
That thing you put in your mouth. That thing you be having in your mouth."
Put in your mouth. Because she subliminally had jokes too.
I was literally, I was outside I was outside. I took a break. I said, let me just take a break. I was like, put your hands down while you're talking, Mike.
Not a good look.
I don't care.
He got the dildo now. Let me see. Oh no.
I was outside. So I was traumatized.
Please don't put that in your mouth. Please don't put that in your mouth.
I'm putting it in. I'm putting it all. I'm putting it in.
I mean, I think that there should be some.
I can't.
That's a job hazard.
There got to be some policies against that.
There has to be some type of policy for.
But they told me
like that of that nature back.
Then the people who have been there for a while were like, "Oh, we've had a bunch of those come in here," and then there's another thing. I'm not gonna say all that. I'll just keep it there. I just keep that.
But I'm pretty sure they weren't used. Oh, right, holy water.
Yeah, So I'm telling you now. When I see people walk in the store, because I've been there for a while, like I know which people to duck and which people. But that one, that will forever be
ducking nothing. You was catching all that.
Y'all are horrible people. I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share in my trauma.
That's one thing. I don't want that. I don't want that shit.
No, I wasn't holding it like the vape pen. I was literally. You know how the Jenga?
It was.
Have you ever seen the Jenga box? A Jenga?
Yes.
Jenga?
It was that big?
That was the box, and I was like this. I don't think this is gonna fit.
All right, I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable.
Jenga box is like.
I don't know if his mate was a gorilla. I don't know. I don't know who he was trying to satisfy, but yeah, that was my trauma. So yeah, it was disgusting. It was a whole disgusting thing. Anyway, all right, bigger and better things. We're gonna find out.
I'm sorry.
Let's move on.
It's only Monday.
Coming up next.
So Shawn coming up next. Bigger and better things.
Oh, you say SHANI what? Where are we going?
He told me we got into a discussion. I didn't know out there in Dallas that they could have substitute principals.
What?
Thank you, Mo. They can have substitute principals.
Yeah.
It's a substitute. And she was telling me to be a substitute, what you need out there, which is nothing. I could be a substitute. And she was telling me how much they made a day. And I was like, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad look. But I didn't know, we watch all the videos of the crazy kids and kids getting choked up and then the kids beating up people and kids shooting at teachers. It's a little dangerous job and everything like that. So then I said, SHANI. And I want y'all imagination kicked in, Mo, when he said Jenga box, because that look on your face yes. Okay.
Mo face eyes lit up. But go ahead.
She lit up. She just came from a sex museum. She just lit up. So SHANI, I started inquiring. I said maybe I could be a substitute teacher.
Uncle Mike.
I said maybe I can make this happen. Okay, so I said, SHANI, so what grades do you so we're gonna reenact our conversation. So SHANI, so what grades do you think are the worst? Like I would think like third graders and fourth graders, like I probably could handle that. Or what you think, SHANI? What you think?
You probably could. You hear me?
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
You probably could handle third and fourth grade. That's one of the worst grades for me because girls are a mess. But you're a man, so you're not gonna have no problems with the boys. Mm-hmm. But the girls gonna get you your mind. But you'll be good third, fourth, fifth grade.
Like 8, 9 years old.
I don't know if I could take that mouth and all that other stuff and yelling and screaming. But she said third or fourth.
Well, you at that age. But at that age, that's when they start to say, "Suck my
Ooh.
You ain't my
the little boys, not so much. It's not so much the little boys at that age. It's the little girls that's off the chain. Those ones that
are call my mama. F you.
Like how
I don't think Mike had that problem with them because I did third, fourth, and fifth grade, and I ain't had them problems. But what happened, they ended up making me how we got to the assistant principal sub. The principal sub is because they put me in the AP position, the assistant principal position, to deal with the discipline. Because they're like, well, the kids they respond to you. You talk to them. And I'm just like, I didn't get my pay for that because you're supposed to get paid more for being the assistant aide.
Speaking of pay, Rick asked how much do the subs get? I just looked it up. So a substitute counselor for 1 day, $270.
Counselor or
where?
Assistant principal
Where?
for dollars. This dollars. Assistant principal is $290 a day. But assistant principal substitute just for the day. Substitute is $385 per day.
But do you know how crazy it sounds to have a substitute principal? That's like having a substitute cop.
But
like,
you have to have one in place.
Well, it does say degree from
isn't that what the
accredited university. You gotta have a degree.
Isn't that shouldn't the assistant principal be the reason why you don't need a substitute principal because you have an assistant principal?
But let's break that. So let's break down how much that is, though, J Black.
$385 a day.
If you're there 9 to 10 hours for the day, right, in that capacity, and how much is it again?
$385.
So that's a little over $30 an hour for a principal. That's nothing.
If it's $385 a day, then you're walking around with $1,900 at the end of the week. That's what people are gonna be looking at. People doing, Mike gonna have them all put the jackets in the closet. Yes, Rick, I'm gonna have them all. Okay, so this is my thing about how crazy the school system is. Shawnee was a substitute teacher for a bilingual class, and she can't speak Spanish.
Can't speak Spanish. I know enough.
Plug and play.
That's all she's.
Yeah, I can do up for that class. I can do a little that class.
She's just a babysitter.
Now, I can go up like 3rd grade. I wouldn't be able to there before the pre-K because you just teach them their alphabet, the colors.
Uno, dos.
I can do that.
Sheree's a teacher. Sheree's a teacher.
Sheree's a teacher. She said normally you have to have the credentials to get paid principal pay for the substitute principal job. Many schools put people in place that they don't have to pay the correct pay. Yeah.
Oh, so
of course they're gonna put you in a place that you're really not qualified to do, but they're gonna give you the job because you ain't gonna complain. Gordo.
I don't even know what that means.
Como está usted?
Good morning, Action.
Shawnee was like, she had problems with the parents. She had problems with the Spanish parents because they were like, well, the B can't speak Spanish. But
that's what they be saying. The mamas. Yeah, I ain't had no problem with the daddies. It was the mamas.
I bet you did. Not them Mexican daddies.
I understand some of what they were saying. I'm like, no, that's
them Mexican daddies. Like the black one is all right with me.
She got a cat suit on.
She got a cat suit on. Meow, meow, meow.
Can't suit to the job.
I marry her and get my green card. That's it.
But that was different because those kids, a lot of those kids came from Mexico, so there's no plumbing there. So in the pre-K class and kinder class, we got a restroom in there. They didn't know. Like I had to teach them when you wipe your butt, you put it in the toilet. Don't throw all this in the trash.
Trash, yes, yeah.
Yeah, they wipe their butt.
All right, never mind. Substitute job. Never mind.
That's a straight from the islands thing.
I'm good. Never mind.
That's pre-K. You shouldn't do that. But 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, that'll be about your speed. Or junior high, you can do junior high.
Yeah, I don't
they
even
would
know. Junior high. Junior high is your daughter's age, right?
Yeah. They wouldn't like you. I think that you wouldn't have a problem because it's the girls. In my opinion, the girls are the ones that's off the chain. The boy needs somebody. I do.
You do have a cat suit now. Yeah, she got a cat suit. She wore a cat suit to the comedy show with me.
I got 2 or 3. But
no, that's right.
Yeah, I saw you.
I wouldn't wear them to work. I wouldn't wear them around the kids.
Here's look, here's Shani going to school now. There she go. That's how the teachers are dressing. That was Shani. That's how she was dressing. That's a legit teacher too, though, Mike.
I remember that teacher.
There's nothing wrong with she has it on.
Let me tell you, for little boys that age, seeing that teacher every day, that's a problem. You talking about you gonna throw the tissue in the toilet?
She in the kindergarten or pre-K, she teaching time.
You think y'all have problems with the kids want to go to the bathroom too much? Put that picture back up. Them little boys ain't got a chance. They ain't got a chance. They ain't learning nothing.
But you know what? That is, I know that there is a little hormone rage because I watched my son for the first time this week or last week. Look at a woman in a way, like he gave this like smirk to her while he was talking. It was like a vibe, a swag. I was like, it's here.
It's here. It's here now. I think middle school is the hardest. I couldn't do middle school, but I couldn't do high school either because them boys, like, we fight, I might lose. This is when they're trying to figure out who they are. They are the ones that will have no problem, girls or boys calling you a B, bitch ass nigga. I see it every day. This is where you're gonna have the ones pop in the pills, smoking in the bathroom. Oh boy.
Or having sex in the bathroom.
Or having sex in the bathroom or the stairwell. Yep.
See, I'd be the type of teacher and be like this. I'd be the type of teacher. Listen, y'all. Here's what it is. Basically, if y'all just rock with me, man.
Action identifies as an elementary school teacher now. With a teacher's like that.
A student.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
Now, there's nothing. She didn't do anything wrong with wearing that, right?
No, she had a lot of other outfits. That was just one.
That outfit, accentuates the curves.
Absolutely, she knows what she's doing.
So you might want to
know what she's doing.
It doesn't.
She is in pre-K or kinder.
Miss Parker knows what she's doing.
Miss Parker knows what she's doing.
4 and 5 years old. She got to do paint. They got to get wet. They touch you.
Okay, so wear something.
You want to wear your nice clothes up there, not for that. And you got to be on the ground with them.
All right, well, those are nice jeans. So if you want to wear, you can wear some painter's stuff and stuff like that, because them 4-year-old boys ain't got a shot. Matter of fact, it's 2023. Them 4-year-old girls ain't got a shot.
So why is she being penalized?
But why is
her
Because you got to wear something big that don't fit.
How do 4-year-olds even know that she curvy? How do they know that?
What?
How do 4-year-olds know that?
I was 4. When I was 4 and 5, I knew curves.
But who told you that?
Nobody needed to tell me. I'm a flaming heterosexual. I knew curves.
Yeah, as a boy, growing up.
As a boy.
Come on, stop.
I don't know why I got that funny. I got this funny feeling in my stomach.
When I went to school, I wasn't looking at the teacher like, oh.
Because our teachers didn't look like that. I ain't had no teacher who looked like that ever. But she gonna make me adopt. That's funny. Just go to parent teacher guy. That's all. Just go. Hey, like, I want my kid to do bad stuff just so I can have I have to talk to you. Sure. Did he burn school down again? So what you doing?
Nick said, yeah, they know.
It's hard, and I can remember just even dealing with some of the parents. Some of the parents like are inappropriate to you. Like, I feel like that's wrong. It's discrimination in the workplace. Just because you look like that does not mean that you're not equipped to do the job.
I'm not saying she's not equipped. I'm saying she's in an awkward situation because that's her body, and it's
unfair.
Like, if you say put sweatpants on, that's going to be even worse. You put some sweatpants on. So I would just say, can you put a long shirt on, please?
Why?
We didn't have teachers like that.
For men who come to the school with muscles and built and cut
they
everywhere,
can't.
do we ask them?
I think they should be asked because these little girls be getting attracted too. I think they should be asked. I think you're right with that, Mo. Things have definitely changed. Back in our day, we only hung in the bathroom for the acoustics to test our vocals and beatbox in the corner. You're absolutely right because it sounded different. So no, I'm not going to be a school teacher, but I will give you one quick story, another sidebar. So last week, Shawnee told the story about me addressing, who was the guy that I talked to at the school?
The assistant principal.
Oh, yes.
So I said something to the assistant principal. Were you here, Mo?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Yes. All right. So I guess that set a bad precedence, right? Because we were in the car. Right? Mm-hmm. And one of her daughters said, him right over there, pointing at these boys. She was like, I don't like him. I was like, I looked out the window the other way. I said, I hope y'all don't think I'm gonna be stepping the little boys.
Which one? We'll point them out. Oh. You don't like what he say something to you? What he say? Did he touch you? Now he pointing every little thing out.
Uncle Mike to the rescue.
No. Open Pandora's box. He just don't know.
Started something now.
They know I will. Like they know I'm gonna go tear some stuff up behind them. But as far as the men in their life, no man went up there and shut somebody down.
Well,
and then it's a different response. Like Mike did that on that day, and they saw a result, an instant result.
He's the man.
But when I do it, like I go up there and say da 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 da, it takes forever for the result to change. They know I'm gonna advocate for them, but it don't always get done. So
it does take a male. It does for schools. It does take that male figure to come up there to be able to regulate, because they don't. I guess they don't look at men as frequent as the moms. So I guess if you see a dude, especially a black or Hispanic dude, come up there, letting people know that this ain't going to be tolerated, they look at you different. I do it all the time. Lady Q let me know, or she tapped me in, it's time for me, and it's go time. And then I do the crazy black guy thing, and we get results. It's just what it is. And I could care less what people think about me. Yeah, she let me, when it's time for me, is it me yet? Or you good? All right, let me know when you need me. Like, because I could care less. I'm going to tell you what I think. And I'm gonna be very blunt.
The women have it worse because we're always labeled the angry black woman coming up to school. Like, especially if you go to a school, your kid go to a school where the demographic is not heavy on the melanin. You look like the angry black woman coming to advocate for your kids.
Well, I look like that at this school, and it's a black and Hispanic school. Because when I hit that buzzer, they be like, "Oh Lord, this family in Tampa, bro." Okay, how can we help you today?
It's called. Wait, Rick, put Rick back up there. It's because we're more violent by nature. First of all, I'm not violent by nature. And
you're more violent than a female by nature. Like you're naturally
wanted to pop off. But
he spoke to the assistant principal.
He did.
The thing is,
he got results.
He got results. This is the assistant principal that when these boys attacked my daughter last year and this year tells me, "Oh, the boys, they were just playing. Oh, I forgot to call you about this."
Don't downplay it.
And I'm in there going off. Mike just went over and said 2 words to him. And the little boy tried to take Tamron's bracelets, and he came over. She said he came over and was like,
Angry women ain't gonna punch someone in the throat.
He ain't want to go over my shoe.
Over
my kid, whole different person.
Oh, Jay, but you're gonna love this part. When I told him, I said, well, I pointed at the Carly and Tam. I was like, those 2 are the ones I need protected. Like, I don't need other. And then he was like, where is this coming from? And I said, me. Like, I know what he was asking. He was like, where's all this? Me. Like, good morning, y'all. Wasn't sure y'all did this still with Mike's talk show going too. Thank you, Jay Marie. No,
we're doing it all.
We're doing it all because when it all pops off, everything is gonna be in line. We'll do a morning show, we'll do a daily TV show, and we'll rock out. We need to take turns letting them know we care about the girls. And you know what? Then I feel bad because there's certain points where you need I feel bad for single parents because when they have to go to a school, they don't have any backup, whether it be the male being a single parent or the mother. Sometimes you do need a woman, because sometimes we may take it somewhere it's not supposed to go too fast.
That's true. That's what she says to me. Why you ain't have to say that was rude? You ain't give him a chance. I just wanted them to know from the door, this is what I expect, and if not, it's going to be a problem. But no, that was rude. They still got to take care of our kid and be there when we need them. They ain't not going to want to be there if you coming off this aggressive. Is a way you got to do it. She be trying. I guess I get what you saying, Mike. It's the finesse aspect without going right and going crazy. Yeah. So
I go crazy, and I take black and white. I'm like, okay, let's look at y'all handbook, because I read their handbook from the employee handbook from front to cover. I said right here, this is what it says. So
yeah.
But when Shawnee says, all right, let me read a cute comment brought through our Welcome Inspired. It's hilarious. Our son's school knows they don't want to see his daddy. So they go out their way when I have an issue. And you know what?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the perfect, in essence, that's the perfect scenario. Like it should be, whether it be the mom or the dad, whoever it is, it should be the person that they like, look, we really don't want this smoke. But when Shawty says she goes in there as the crazy, she goes in there with literal facts. She went in there with their rule book. And she was like, page 5, it says. And I was like, yo, see, I wouldn't have done that. That's why teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Q, as it should be, but it's crazy that you have to cut up for them to give an ounce of respect by default because they expect parents. They know how much the load that every parent in this country has. They know the workload. They know the financial stress. So they rely on them being like, just letting stuff slide.
And for me, I think is the black aspect of you don't believe that there's a black male in this child's life. That is usually just a black woman that's Shawnee's by herself. They don't expect a male to come up there like, oh, where did he come from? She got support. So there's a difference. I swear I believe this.
No, I think it's an actual fact. You know, people who got just in regular old day being at the club. You know, a dude that got a squad that you be like, I'd fight him, but I don't want to fight that squad.
He got peoples.
And you know, Philly ain't nothing but a big little town.
Yeah.
And they gonna see me at every club. We're gonna be in old city. They're gonna be popping up. But when you have a backup, when you have two people going together, it's hard enough with two people. Like I really applaud. Where's the damn clap? Single parents. Because I listen, man. After I visit Shawnee and stay out there and I run on her schedule with her kids and I'm out there for a week, I need another vacation when I come home. Like I need a few days off from work. Folks want black men to sound passive and meek. As soon as that changes, fear sets in. I see we done got them kicked up on a Monday. Okay. Lady Q with the Q comment. In our case, they don't expect me to be as active as I am. And for damn sure are shocked when the Mr. shows up. All right. Now we got problems. I know. Is the principal of the school a male or female?
Come on. It's a female, white female.
Is the dad in the home? I would go off.
Oh, because we're black, I had to cuss them out once.
Who said that to you?
What? When they asked that, it had to be not with my boy. It had to be my stepdaughter. It had to be my bonus daughter. It had to be before.
Sure.
It had to be. There's no way they asked that.
Their employee handbook about making comments.
Is the dad in the home? How disrespectful is that? Wow.
Wow. I mean, school, they don't have a PTA. They don't have that because I asked them about that. I said, why y'all don't have
in the home? Yo, how crazy is that though? For somebody, a teacher, counselor, whoever that acts is a dad in the home.
Well, they normally.
I guess they gotta know that.
They gotta know that.
That's for the psychosocial information or whatever. But that's to me, that's
they can look at the paperwork and see that. You don't ask nobody that. Go look at the child's file. That's in there. Because it asks you when you fill out the application, who lives in the home? Who's in the home?
They asked me, what does your husband do? And Lady Q said, beat people up. No, I'm playing. When they find out I stay at home, I ask them if they ask white people.
They just newsy. Oh yeah, I asked them. Yeah, do they ask? Yeah.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine what the meetings will sound like. But speaking of race,
he a drug dealer.
Right.
That's what I was
still okay. Like, it's still okay to date.
No, the funny thing is, if they assume that Jay's a drug dealer, if you've ever seen his car, if they see him pull it up, they're gonna be like,
like he was
lying. Yo, Jay literally has to come to school for a meeting with a pay stub. Like, oh, this is what I do. This is what I do, son.
I work. Don't worry about the
work.
Don't worry about it.
Leslie says he doesn't have to be in the home. Is he in the child's life?
Yes.
Yeah, fact.
That's what's more important, Leslie.
That's more important because there are several fathers who work so much and they travel for work. They aren't home, even if it's a 2-parent household. It's still
it is a difference being in the house. It is a difference being in the house. And I'm gonna say that too, though. It's different being in the house.
It depends on the couple. It depends on the used to be couple. It depends on how they work it.
There are people who live in a home that are not
because my kids don't live with me, but I pick them up from school every day. And I realized that the twins value this because Kayla wants to get a job at this place, and but she heard bad things. Like the black kid said that there's some racism going there, right? And I said, well, Kayla, you have to first understand when people start telling stories, one story turns into a bigger story, Now the whole place is racist. So sometimes you got to find out on your own. And then this is when I realized being a parent, having 2 parents is important. Kayla said, well, I'm really not worried because my dad lives down the street.
Here we go again.
Here we go. I don't know what y'all think.
Yeah.
Put that cape on.
Yeah, I'm not worried. My dad lives down the street, but that's a safety. You don't understand coming up just as being a daddy's girl, a little girl. You don't know how impactful that is for a young lady to be able to say, I ain't worried. My dad, my dad lived down the street. My dad got
a lot
me.
of girls that don't have that.
Dad, it's a lot of young ladies.
Yeah, you don't look at it
don't
from that
have
point,
that.
Mike. Yeah.
Yes.
So my twins came to a realization. They're 16. So in the school system that they went to, it's diverse, but it's still majority white kids. But they were like, Dad, they were in the car. Just they did the no segue zone on me in the car on the drive home. It was the no segue zone, and Autumn was like, you know what I noticed that she said, all of a sudden I realized we only hang out with black people, and I was like.
They used to hang out with, because it's definitely predominantly white in your area, so they used to hang out with white people. But now they gravitating now towards people that look like them.
And I'm like, you just started noticing? She said, yeah, like they started counting off the white friends they got. She was like, there's what was it, Shane? Kayla had 3, and she was like, those are people that I associate with. And then Autumn said, I got 2, and she was like, and Autumn said, I don't like that. Like, why is it that we? Like, it's just when we sit at our lunch table, it's just all us.
Because it's almost a familiarity.
And that's what I
told you. As you get older, when you're younger, you're more older. You start to see
the Jay Black thing. Like when Jay Black goes to his kids' functions,
he wants to see people that look like him.
I need to see people that look like me. I do. I swear I do. I need to see people that look like me, and I'm gravitating when I do.
And Jay looking around talking about anybody here from the NAA. I mean, NAACP. And then I told him, I said, people like Mo, what you just said about familiarity. I can't say the word.
Familiarity.
Yeah. And I said it gets worse. I said, because when you get a job, you'll have white job friends. Like you'll have those white job friends, but you will look to see who's going to be your teammate. Now, fortunately enough for me, I always worked at black radio stations, so it was all good. But but Autumn was really mad about that. She was like, why?
Because socially she's becoming conscious and cognitive of pretty much the ways of the world, and that's subconsciously that's what's making her feel safe.
And culturally, they're not connected.
That's what makes them feel safe, to be around people who they identify.
What is it? The 8.511s. What is it? The YTs. I forgot all the quotes.
Code word for the white. She got an emoji of a T, of a white T. And then where's I gonna go with this? Sitting next to them, like we here. Damn, I was just about to go somewhere. I missed that word big time. Why was I fumbling with the? Yes, I'm not even gonna try and hit it. I'm not even gonna try and get it. That's a mo word.
No, it's not. It's just a regular word.
But she wants to have more friends outside of her race, though. That's good, though. That part is good.
And that's what I was gonna say. The worst thing and the best thing that ever happened to me is that I left an all-black high school and got moved to an all-white high school. Because it taught me how to deal with. I had never been around that many white people in my entire life, ever. But it taught me, but it was the worst 3 years of my life. I mean, it was top 5 in the worst span of my time dealing with the racist situations. But it taught me and exposed me to what life really is, like the whole thing. So that was it, y'all. I just wanted to bring that up. That was
your childhood. You scarred by that.
Yeah, I hated that dog. Let me tell you something. I will say it till I die. The happiest day of my life was my last day of high school, y'all. It was the happiest day. I am so jealous of people when they tell me how much fun they had in high school. Like, I'm really a hater. Like, I hear people, this little boy that works at the job with me, his name is Lucas. Super nice kid, like super nice. You could tell he ain't been through nothing. He ain't had no handcuffs on. He ain't never got punched in the face like just out of nowhere walking down the hallway. He ain't never had to kick nobody or stomp nobody or been stomped out. You could tell life has been nice.
Okay.
And Lucas was like telling me about he went to the same high school I went to. And he was like, dog, he talked about it Like he was so he couldn't take a smile off his face. He was like, it was the greatest 4 years of my life. Mike, it was just the greatest 4 years. Like we had so much fun. Like it was just my senior year, Mike. We didn't do anything. I had my friend. I miss my friends, Mike. I don't miss nobody from high school. I really miss my friends. He was telling me about his prom and how much fun he had on his prom. And man, listen, I wanted to choke this little boy. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of your goddamn happiness. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. All right, we got something else before we wrap up because I got
shout out to our girl. We haven't seen her this morning. I heard she was in an accident. Our girl Nikki White Chocolate. I saw her GoFundMe was up for Nikki.
Was she in an accident or was her daughter?
No, Nikki was in an accident.
Oh no.
Her daughter wrote. I guess it was a really bad car accident, and now she got to learn how to walk again. And it was a serious accident.
What?
Oh my god!
Yeah, y'all know Nikki White Chocolate. She supports the show every morning. She's always in here in the comments. So yeah, just showing us some love.
All right, so this is the GoFundMe, right?
Okay.
I ain't got my glasses on.
No, I think it's just the way that it was uploaded. Yeah, there you go. Because I could not see that. Okay.
Is organizing the fundraiser. Oh my god, because my mom was in a very serious car accident. Wow, due to this, she had to have extensive surgery on her neck. When did this happen? Did this happen over the weekend?
I guess within the last 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
Well, she wasn't here Friday. I don't remember seeing Nikki Friday. Because I was wondering.
Now causing her not to work her multiple jobs. You know how she does. She is currently in a hospital and will be for a few weeks. After the hospital, she will be moved to an inpatient therapy facility where she will learn to walk. Oh my! Are we
supposed? Well, she put it out there. Wait, am I wrong for putting this up? Hold up.
No. I'm saying, are we supposed? Should we go visit her? Should we go visit her or just send money? Okay, put it up so people, everybody who's been on this show from day one, Nikki White Chocolate.
You have the link?
Where will we go?
Or maybe I could put the link in the comment. Let me see if I could put that.
See if you can put the link up. That's horrible.
But if you go to GoFundMe and type in Nicole's medical bill, this picture should pop up and you should see it.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's the headline that you have to type in.
Nicole's
medical bill. If you want to donate and give and show Nikki some love. Can I put this up?
Oh wow.
Wow. Our prayers
to
keep
Nikki, prayer too.
Her family, and we're gonna try and make it so that people can send, because everybody who's watched the show has seen Nikki White Chocolate's comments, and she's been here. She's one of our day ones. Tam, Stacy Mitchell,
Trendsetter, hey Trend.
Trendsetter, hey Trend.
Yes.
Yeah, Trendsetter, you better hit that GoFundMe up. Damn, hope Nikki heals up. Queen Born 9, you've been here from the door. J Marie, you've always been here. We're gonna try and share the link for Nikki White Chocolate. Damn. And Nikki White Chocolate actually came to a comedy show. I didn't even know it was her. She came to a comedy show when I was at the Punchline. I did not know that was her sitting in the front row. So and the show that got moved in Jersey, they had to reschedule the date. She had already bought tickets for that. So she has supported the shows. She's supported my comedy shows. And it's not just that. I'm just saying.
She supported. Yeah, she's good people.
But she's a good person. And she does work multiple jobs. And in this day and age, the problem is we work so hard. But if something were to happen, like financially, that could puts people in the streets in real life.
Yeah.
So, I've been thankful enough to have a family to support me. So, all right. Well, I didn't want to end the show on a sad note, but that is sad. But hopefully she's going to get better and she's going to get the therapy that she needs at the facility. And maybe we can get somehow, some way, when she is capable, we can get to talk to her. I'm definitely going to send something her way. Yeah,
here's the link. I'm going to drop it in here. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Okay, Shani got the link in the comments. So y'all can just click that. We'll copy and paste.
All right.
Boom, boom, back.
All right, y'all. Good show. Thank y'all for everybody for supporting. Please remember Nikki White Chocolate and make sure you go to that GoFundMe and get that link and just whatever you can. I know and
share it on your social medias too. That's the way GoFundMe works. People share. If you donate and you share it with other people, that it happened.
Yeah, who got the super vibrate phone? Jesus.
Sounds like what you had to wrap up at UPS and send back.
Yeah, this is not gonna fit in this bag, right? All right, y'all. This has been great. I got to make a run, grab some coffee, then jump in the shower, and then get to my job. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. We will be back tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.